Hi, my name is Glenn and welcome to G Strong Videos. Okay, welcome back. So today, I'm gonna show you a shoe that got auctioned by Luminous, and this is from Chrome's Victorious album. And for the very first time, I'm gonna show it to you guys like in public, because I know most of you have seen the bidding that was done online. It was hosted by a good friend of mine, Rogel Simon, the vocalist of Chrome. This was auctioned for the sake of charity. When COVID came, the lockdown stopped all the music scene and there was no work for everybody. So what Luminous has done by auctioning this collector item, also some DC products, because their sponsor is DC, and then it's also a shoe coming from DC, and they were able to reach, at least if I'm not mistaken, it's around 30,000 plus. But this baby is actually one of the biggest pot in that amount. This shoe was bid with an amount of 23,000 pesos. Okay, tumataginteng. And I'll tell you later on and how I won it from the bidding, because I had my own strategy, and later on I'm gonna tell you this real story on what happened. So I just want you to sit back and then listen to the rest of my video, and then later on we're going to open this and I'm going to show it to you part by part. Okay? Okay guys, for starters, we're going to open the box for the first time. Okay, so this is pretty cool. It's made out of acrylic. So if you're into shoe collection, you will come across this kind of box, and especially made by by people who are into the shoe collection business. I think they're selling it for at least 2,500 up to 3,000 going up. Okay, anyway, so as you can see here, we have the CD of Chrome's Victorious album. Okay, and there. I'm really excited about this. So let me just open it now. I'm going to show you what's inside. Okay, alright, so there's Rogel, Paul, Tatel, okay, and the rest of the guys at Chrome. Galoyo. Okay, so this is their album Victorious. The management was able to raise funds for their people now. And that's one of the reasons why I supported the event. Okay, there you go. So it's a DC shoe. The only reason why I joined the bidding is just because I wanted to help some friends who are also with Luminous. When I heard that it was a charity, I jumped on it. Okay, and I was invited by Rogel and Daddy Rapista. This is a DC shoe, and then as you can see there's Jordan's signature, Tatel, there's a Kaloy, there's Rogel, they're on their signature. And this is only a pair of shoe. I think it's in size 9 US. And this is the only pair that has been done. Okay? And if you're a collector, you will always eye for the only pair. Right? So I have one now. So it's perfectly intact here in my office. The last time I just left it in my studio at Sound New York Music Studio in Marikina, in Marcos Highway. But now I just brought it here in the office so everybody can see it. And this is the first time that I'll be showing it in public. Look how good, how gorgeous it is. Look, there's Rogel, right? So it's like a Slayer type thing of design, as you can see for the shoe. And also you can see the signature. Later on, I'm going to give you a showcase preview of the following so you can see it later. And again, the shirt, okay? There. The Ballet Pro shirt that is included inside the box. Truly a collector's item. I am really happy. Okay. How did I end up like getting this stuff? Well, during that time, my crew and I as Strong Management has been doing planning as well on how we can, survive during the pandemic, lockdown. And most of our people, our crew, they're jobless. The solution that we came up is that I was able to put up a cooperative for our, for our crew. One time, I was able to talk to Ray Teves, to Daddy Rakista about my project. And then that's how I got invited in bidding for this, for these collector items. He told me that, okay, merong bidding, there's a bidding, if you want, there will be an auction because Luminous has partnered with DC for an auction, and then if you're interested, you can join if you want to. And at the same time, I was invited by Rogel Simon. Okay, bro, sabi ka naman, there's a bidding and it's for charity. Now, I mean, that is the key word for me. I was looking for other things and other projects where I can, contribute in the community, especially for the people in the music scene. So I ended up joining. And as I was planning it, I told myself that, okay, perhaps it's not going to be that expensive because Rogel told me that the shoe cost like this, and then the whole stuff will cost us more. And then so I decided to prepare at least 12,000 to 15,000. It's for charity, that's why it's okay. And then most of the people, the proceeds will go to their crew. And then some, and then for the people at Luminous, okay. So I just wanted to take part in their projects because I have friends there. So what happened was, okay, so there was a date that was set, and then what I did was I got a help from a friend saying my OIC at Gas Shop. So I was looking for an associate who can bid against me, okay, on that day. So she told me that she has a cousin who's not really connected in my Facebook. The reason for that is I don't want the people to trace it back to me because it's for charity, and then I don't have any plans to tell it publicly. Okay, that's why I'm doing it this now, because now that people are talking and then they found out it anyway, so I think it's safe for the telling. What I'm worrying before is that kasi pag tumulong ka ng ganyan, bumili ka ng ganyan, I don't know the effect. I might get bashed, or people might take it differently, or I don't know. People are like that, people are rude, okay? So what I did was I got the help from Patricia, and her name is Patricia Galang. I spoke to her and then told her about our strategy, and then I told her that, okay, Patricia, if you will be bidding against me, make sure that the bidding will be with a gap of 500 pesos. If I bid for 1,000, you bid for 1,500. So I would know that it was you. Okay. So the bidding came. It was really cool because they started with the smallest item, and then they were very much organized, and it was really fun. The transition was fast. It was done remotely at the DC headquarters, and at the same time, Rogel was hosting at his place, and then it was done on Facebook Live. The problem is it's lagging. I don't know, at some point it was really frustrating because It was very slow. The bidding was done, but we were able to survive it. Okay. So going back to the bidding, when it started, somebody like bid for an amount of 7,000. So that's why the start of the bidding. I mean, it didn't start from a low price. It started around 7,000 to 8,000. But that's fine. I have my own strategy, and I told Patricia that I can only bid until 15,000. And then the good thing about this is that I was like stationed at our office on the other room, and then my staff members are just like working. They don't know what's going on. There's a lot of people bidding. Okay, and then it was fun, and then it was nice to see that people are also there to help. Okay, again, the reason why I got pulled into this bidding is because of charity. All right. I don't have any plans to put this out, you know, after winning. I was watching the bidding, and then I bid for 15,000. And then 16 came, 17 came, Patricia bid for 18,500. And then Ray was on the other phone, and he was like sending me, bro, close mo na, sarado mo na yan. Close mo na kasi ng 20. And I told myself, okay, so I'll be like bidding against this guy, and then I will only bid for until 20,000. That's it. Okay, it's for charity. Okay. So after I bid for 20, and then this guy bid for 21. Okay. So meaning that I lost. Now, the trick was I need to lose so that Patricia can win. Okay. So when I lost, I sent a message to Rogel, and I told Rogel that, hey bro, I'm really sorry because I lost the bidding. And then Rogel says, it's fine man, thank you for joining, while hosting, okay. And then, so I lost. And then my people said, oh, it's okay Sir Glenn, you can always win another time, okay, it's fine. But I didn't tell them, okay, about my strategy. So what happened was, okay, so there was a 20 and then 21, 21,500, 22,000. It was really exciting, but the problem is the connection was very slow and it was lagging. So we don't know who's the top bidder by that time. So it was like a head-to-head bidding. So I told Patricia, we can only bid until 22,000. And then Patricia told me, do you want to win this? Well, of course I want to win, okay? But, you know, until 22, I guess. But then again, I gave the go signal to Patricia to bid for 23,000. What happened was Rogel did the final count for it, and then Patricia won. Okay, and then after the bidding, it was quiet. It was quiet because there was a lot of like teasing over the Facebook live chat. Wow, ang swerte naman ang boyfriend ni ate. Oh, blah, mga ganun joke ba. So there's a lot of mga ganun comments. It was really fun, right? And then natapos na yung bidding, and then a few days after, I was contacted by Rogel. Okay, and then he was telling me, Glenn, we had a problem kasi mukhang na-joy bid kami kasi the person who won, the girl, is not answering our calls. It's not answering our messages. We're trying to reach her. Okay. And I was saying, I was like telling myself, but in the back of my mind, okay, so I think Patricia should like, you know, answer them. So I contacted Patricia. Hey, sabi ko, Patricia, why are you not answering their call? Oh, do I have to answer them? Oh my goodness. So during that moment that Rogel was like was telling me that it might be a joy bidder, so I can really hear from the tone of his voice that he's really worried. So that's why I just thought na sabi ko sa kanya, you know what, Rogel, it's fine because it's the same. Patricia is also working as my associate for the bidding. Okay, and then at that point, Rogel could not believe, and then I think what he said was, "Oh man, really? That's cool. I mean, so it's just you? Yeah, we're the same. It's the same bid, okay? But they told me that you lost. The reason why I told Rogel that I lost is because I need to tell the story. I need to convince him that I lost. because I don't want to tell them that I won. I want to keep this for myself. Okay, there was no plan of like telling everybody. I just want to get away with it, you know, to win and get away with it, and then put this in my room. That's it. Okay, but Patricia made it difficult for me to do it because she was not answering back her call. So eventually I told Roselle that I won, and then so I got this. I picked up the item at DC Mega Mall along with Patricia because Patricia has made the final bid, and then they also gave me an extra shoe for it, and they made me choose for my own size. I think it will not fit my feet because I'm a size 10.5 US. I think this is a 9. But owning this, and then to know that this is the only fair and the only collector's item that is legitimate considered by the band, it's really cool, you know. Apart from me helping out for their charity project, I was able to acquire a legitimate collector's item, and I'm really proud of what I did. It's not just because, you know, because of the charity. It's just that because it was a pretty cool story to tell, and what I did on that time, on how Patricia and I collaborated to win against the other bidders. So that's why I am so proud of having this. I don't know, perhaps after a few years, okay, Valley of Chrome, if you're listening, this will be sold to you guys for definitely for a price. Okay, so I want to thank everybody for watching my video until the end. And pasensya na kayo, I just wanted to share this moment because I waited for a long time, for at least a year before I went public and showing this to you guys. So thank you very much, Valley of Chrome, for putting up this collector's item. Also to DC for giving me the shoe, for collaborating with Luminous, especially to Jeff. Thank you very much. I know that I told you that I won, and then thank you for accommodating me as well. And then to Dati Rakista, thank you also for, you know, for the nudge, for the push. And lastly, well, of course, to Sane, my OIC at Gas Shop, for giving Patricia, her cousin, as my partner in crime. And lastly, I would like to thank Miss Patricia Galang for helping me out in this bidding. Okay, so for those of you who want to follow me on YouTube, please do click on the bell for the notification and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, and follow me in my Facebook and my social media account. Okay, so you stay safe, right? Bye.